Hi everyone, hope you guys are having a good week so far. So for this week's discussion, we have question 1. Name a time in which you took a chance to cross a taboo in communication, and did it lead to a connection with people? So for this, I chose to take an example from a gym experience where I feel like the gym is like, it has like a lot of these cultural taboos where everyone's just working out with their headphones on, nobody's talking to each other. It's really just like everyone does their own thing. But in this environment, like I've had multiple scenarios where people are like waiting to use equipment after me, and I'll always like invite them to share the equipment or like work in with me. So yeah, I'll just like, we'll be working out together instead, and then that way I'll also be like talking to them in between workout sets, and that actually has led to connections. I actually have made friends before in those exact scenarios. So yeah, and for question 2, one way a public space might function is on a sacred. What might be an ethical? Okay, so for question 2, what might be an ethical consideration that would guide you into how you interact in that space? So personally, if I'm in an environment where I'm unfamiliar with how you should be acting or the typical norms, I will go in with the mindset of I'm a guest here. So I dial my manners up to the max. I try to be more formal because I feel like it's always easier to turn that down a bit, rather than the contrary, which is like going from bad manners and apologizing for them is a lot harder than being super well-mannered and then apologize and be like, oh, okay, like I understand now, and then taking it back. It just shows a lot more respect that way. So if I'm ever unfamiliar with my environment or what the culture is, I just go in with that mindset of I'm a guest. And then for question 3, the textbook provides an in-depth look at cultural spaces. How do postmodern cultural spaces differ from traditional notions, fixed space and time? So this chapter was saying that the difference between postmodern cultural spaces and cultural spaces in the past are postmodern cultural spaces are more fluid and flexible. They're not tied to a physical location, whereas in the past, cultural spaces were more geographically fixed, such as like Chinatowns or Italian districts. They had very designated areas for their culture, whereas now there's many places that culture can be celebrated, and it can, like, that one place can be a meeting place for all sorts of different cultures, or it just doesn't matter so much on the location. And then as far as like online neighborhoods, online communities have definitely impacted this even more so, because now it really doesn't matter on the location. You can have 2 people in completely separate locations celebrating the same culture, or so yeah, it's had a major impact because now it's really not about the location, it's really just about the content. So yep, thanks for listening, guys.